Alright, hey, what's up guys? This is Angel coming to you from my home gym. It's been a while since I last made my video in this home gym, maybe years, but there's been a lot of improvements as you can tell, and even though I haven't been uploading, I still have been making improvements and been in here pretty consistently. Today's video though is going to be talking about how you can improve your fitness and your overall experience using technology. Now, I know this channel has been all over the place, but a lot of what I do is technology for work and fitness outside of work. Fitness keeps me grounded, overall health, of course, and when you lead by example, a lot of the others around you follow, your family, your friends, and technology, of course, it can lead into a great career and provide a lot of opportunities and allow you to provide for those around you and yourself and give you something to grow into. So those are both things I like. I like things that stack on top of each other, that grow, and things that you can say that are yours and nobody can really take those things away from you. So today we're going to talk about how you can integrate the two of them to make yourself have an overall better experience. I asked the question to myself the other day, and it had to do with this channel, and it had to do a lot with my overall fitness experience as well. And the question was, why do I always plateau? Why do I always stop? And why does it always seem like I reach the same place and then either fall back or just never really pass that level, like in a blazing speed? It always seems like I'm barely getting past there, maybe get up to that same point or just below it, but it never seems that I reach a new level. And you really have a strong intention behind finding out the answer. Sometimes the answer does come to you. And the answer that I kind of stumbled upon was tracking and using technology to enhance the experience. So we're human beings, we have limitations, we have limited bandwidth for our brains, and a lot of times we can't remember everything that we're trying to do. We can't remember all of our experiences and to the T and see what we're doing wrong and how to improve. So when we're talking about improvement, we're looking at what we've done wrong, what we could do better, and what we've done before. A lot of times it's very hard to just remember all that. So what I've been doing lately is integrating technology into figuring out how I can work out better. A few of the things I've been using is, I guess we'll start here, but the first thing I've used is GPT. We live in an age where we have the absolute best access to technology and information. If you want to go learn something, even whether it's technology, if you want to go learn something, no matter what the subject is, you could go to Google for the past, I don't know, maybe a few decades, no problem. But now we have a more advanced way of doing that, and it's called ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is something that I've been using to figure out any problem or any series of deep answers that I wanted to figure out, maybe something beyond just a simple explanation. And ChatGPT is capable of providing those kind of detailed answers. It can provide you with examples, reasons when you would use it, use cases, and a very, very clear definition. So I've been using it for a lot of things, but sticking to the subject, we'll talk about just fitness. You can ask it things about cardio, you can ask it things about if you have any limitations in the gym. Let's say you don't have a home gym, or let's say you don't have access to a real gym. You can ask it to what are the best, most efficient home workouts that you can do to best your experience. So you're not wasting your time, you're being still efficient. You could ask it a few details and ask it to provide a solution to whatever problem you're facing at the end of the day. So whether this is cardio, whether this is you don't know what workouts to do, whether this is how should I schedule these things, how much recovery should I have. If you want to figure out those kind of questions or those kind of answers, right now is like the easiest time to ever want to ask those questions and actually get a real deep understanding of something. There are people, ChatGPT I believe is capable of passing college level courses. So there's people who go train for years studying to go understand these things, so that way they can answer questions that these people have. And you have access to a buddy that never gets tired, never sleeps, never complains, and it was willing to answer your questions at all times. ChatGPT. This is a game changer. I highly recommend it. You could get it on your phone. I have no reason to be telling you this. Like, other than it will help you. Maybe it's not for everybody. Maybe if technology freaks you out in the sense of like it knows so much about you or whatever, or you don't want to put information in or whatever the case may be, totally understand. At the end of the day, it's your choice. But ChatGPT has been probably one of the best things that's helped me just been overall more well-rounded because it knows everything about so many subjects. And if I ask questions, and I'm not afraid to ask questions, all of a sudden I have access to that same information. Have it on the mobile app, you can talk to it, so many different things. I recommend looking into it for yourself. But yeah. Okay, so taking in information, ChatGPT. Number 2 is creating notes and lists. A lot of things going on throughout the life, just like anybody. So you might try to be getting a lot of things done. A lot of times you don't want stuff to stay the same, so you're trying to improve small things. You're trying to add to your house, to your room. You're trying to clean things, keep things in order, not let things get out of hand, whatever the case may be. One thing that I've been doing lately that's helping me remember and get actual stuff done is creating lists. So you could do this however you want. One way I've been doing it is on my phone, just taking notes, because I carry my phone everywhere, so it's accessible to me everywhere. But one more physical way is a whiteboard. I have a whiteboard in my room at both of my houses. I have one in my gym. I have one in my master bedroom. I have one in my hallway, all for different purposes. But at the end of the day, lists are going to be something where you write down something on the whiteboard. It's going to stare at you in the face until it gets done. And it's not going to leave. And if you don't do it, it's going to feel worse and worse until you get it done. It's going to show you that you're on track or that you're not on track, and the whiteboard doesn't lie. That's one thing I've always said to myself once I've started doing this, and one thing I realized is that the whiteboard doesn't lie. If I put it up there and I don't do it, it's going to stay up there. Nobody's going to take it off from me unless it's by accident or whatever, but obviously with the intention and purpose of it, nobody's going to take it off of me, meaning nobody's going to do it. It's going to stay up there, and it's my responsibility, and it's only my one job to do is to get that thing scratched off. Whether it's a daily thing, whether it's a one-time fix, one-time solution, maybe it's a repair on the house, whatever the case may be, if you're trying to actually get something done and you put it up on the whiteboard and you have access to the funds or the information to go fix it, then it's just a matter of you finding time and creating time to go do it. So I've been using this for studying. I've been using this for working out. I have my whiteboard right over here. Maybe I'll show it eventually, but just to keep track of the things. And this goes for everything. Even when I'm working out, I can't remember my whole routine in my head. I'm not at the place where I care about that kind of thing, where like, oh, I need to do a certain kind of push-pull leg day or this much, whatever. A lot of the times I come in here and I do I kind of try to listen to my body and then add to what I'm gonna do and create it that day and then follow that plan. This is something that's actually helped me get in the gym more, because a lot of the times I struggle about, I don't know what I want to do today and whether I'm going to do this. I got to go create my routine. It seems like such a drag, and I end up never getting into the gym. But if I just come into the gym and have faith that, hey, once I get in here, I'm going to see how I feel. I'm going to create my own list. I'm going to allow myself to be creative, add things as I go, and then mark them off as I go. It's less of a thing to worry about, and at the end of the day, you're still getting a lot of stuff done. And for me, it actually ends up being a lot better of an experience, because as I'm writing stuff, I start thinking of other stuff to add on, and then it becomes a whole routine. Sometimes I add too much stuff to where I'm like, dang, I'm gonna be in here for a while, but these are all things that like kind of feed into each other, and they're gonna make sense. At the end of the day, the lists, the whiteboards do not lie. So if you write something on there, it's not gonna come off until you take it off. So that's been the second thing that's helped me optimize and help me start to get to the next level. The third and most important thing, it's one that people really don't like to do. I know for sure I didn't like to do it, but now that I'm understanding the purpose behind it, I think I'm going to enjoy it more, is tracking stuff. So a lot of the times doing the thing itself is enough of a drag that you don't want to have to go back and write down everything you did, or it just seems like, what's the purpose of writing it down when the next day is the thing I have to worry about? Well, in my field of work, I am a data analyst, and we use data sets from prior years, current year, and compare them against each other. We compare months, compare weeks, see what advantages or what disadvantages there are. And I've realized, like, the more data you have, the more decisions and problems you're able to solve. we already give our data to these huge technology companies and things. Why not create your own data that you can be proud of and use to better yourself and whatever the case may be? So one thing that I've been doing lately, probably one of the most important things I think to get to the next level, is tracking your progress. So you can do this however you'd like. For a very basic level, you could just write these things down. But if you're a little bit more familiar with technology, which some people on here might be because these have been more technology related videos, you could open something like an Excel sheet, create a table of columns that you care about. I'll give an example of what I'm doing. I'm doing category, I'm doing duration, I'm doing the dates, I'm doing the mood that I felt while I did it, and the post-workout mood. Those are just a few examples, but for working out specifically, if you track those things, let's say you track what body part you did as well. Like I'm doing, like, I think that's under category. Another thing you could do is risk level. Like another thing that's super important is longevity. So if you're tracking your risk level, you're not going super heavy or doing stuff without a spotter, and your risk level is very low for the day, you could put like a risk level 3. And over time, you're going to show that the times where you had lower risk levels, you're going to prevent injuries, you're going to be able to do this longer, which the longer you can do this, the better, more data you're going to have on yourself. It's going to be better. But my purpose, if you're a little bit more familiar with technology, I created a Python script that pretty much tracks this for me. So I run the script, it asks me questions, I answer the values, it outputs it into a spreadsheet. So if you're not familiar with technology, at the end of the day, basically I'm just tracking stuff into a table for every workout, every instance that I do. Over the course of time, I'll be able to see all that data of all the stuff that I've done, be able to use it to solve problems. So let's say I want to see how many times I worked out during this month. What's my percentage of working out to how many days were in that month? I could be able to solve problems like that and see. And then if I have that question still, why can't I ever reach that next level? I will know a very clear example why. Working out is one of those cool things where it's like the amount of effort you put into it is the amount of output you get and the results you see, as long as you do the things the right way. For example, what I mean is that a bodybuilder who's looks amazing, if you do those exact same things as that person, you will get the exact same results. A lot of the times we don't know what to do, so we don't do them, or we do know what to do and we don't do them, so we don't see those results. But at the end of the day, you're a human being, they're a human being. There's very small things that, like, yes, their genetics are different from yours, but it only comes to the very, very elite level where that starts to matter. So at the end of the day, if you're tracking stuff and you're doing things the right way, you will see progress. And I think the question that I've been asking myself of why do I always start and stop? Why do I always plateau? Why can't I reach that level? Why can't I have those crazy abs or whatever the case may be? Well, if I look at my spreadsheet and my tracking and see that I've worked abs 0 times in the past year, and I'm asking myself, why don't I have abs? I'm gonna make first of all, it's gonna humble myself. But second of all, it's gonna make me kind of look at this like, hey, I need to add something to this. It's very, very simple. It's crazy. If I know I'm not working abs and then I'm asking myself, why don't I have abs? Or maybe I need to cut down my body fat level and I'm not doing cardio. When I ask myself that out loud and I know I'm in the gym, it might seem like a real valid question emotionally. But if I look at the stats and I ground myself in those numbers of what I've actually been doing, and I'm not doing the things that would lead me to those kind of things, then it becomes very obvious on what I need to add and what I've been missing. So at the end of the day, this video is purely just trying to explain how you can involve technology into your life, your routines, not even just fitness. This channel is not just about fitness. I think this channel can be used and incorporated into anything that you care about. At the end of the day, this is a problem-solving channel. We use fitness to problem solve. At the end of the day, it's at the very basic level, it's a problem-solving channel. So we're trying to just teach fundamentals on how to apply what we can do that's very basic, very ground level, lifting weights, picking things up and putting them down. But sometimes that can be hard. So if you figure that out, we're gonna take those principles and apply them to other things and see how it works for us. So tracking is the third thing, and I think now I'm at the point where I'll probably start rambling, and I got the main things out of the way that I actually have been using to track my stuff, to implement technology into helping my life. Maybe there'll be others in the future. If you have any things, drop them in the comments that you use that are technology related, that help your fitness journey or any kind of thing. But for now, I think videos, I really like doing this, but I just get caught up in doing my own thing sometimes and forget to kind of put it on tape. One of the main reasons I'm able to do this right now is because I woke up super early, and this is my home gym. So I have no limitations of recording. I have no limitations of getting up. I just gotta start doing it really. But if I segment this time to come do this every day, I think this is something I can do constantly, is make a video before I work out every morning. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video, guys. I hope you guys liked it.